Because in the glorious Quran there is not only mentioned these facts, there are infinite, unlimited facts and discoveries already mentioned, and in those discoveries which are not discovered yet. But if we compare the today's time, today we sit on the back seats. The scientists, I have told you the names, these all were some other scientists, but where are we? Why are we so why are we so lacking in these fields? Since we have the glorious Quran with us, why are we not researching on it? Where are we heading towards? If you see the past, if you go in the last centuries, there were amazing, the long list of for the people who researched, studied, and most importantly followed the teachings of glorious Quran, and they were the most successful people and most successful scientists and most successful geologists and most successful in all the fields. But today we don't see anyone. Why is it? What is happening? Since today we have more advanced universities, more advanced colleges, more advanced equipments and technologies, but still, why we are lacking behind? And in the past, we had nothing, but we were the pioneers, we were the leading people. In any time, no matter whether it is past, today, present or future, if any person, Muslim, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, if he researches, studies and followed the glorious Quran, he will be the most successful person on the face of the earth in every field. That's all for today, and now I will request Shazina to proceed the program. Thank you very much.
What is said in the Holy Quran about the creation of universe, and science has proved it? What is said in Quran is true and how?
Well, the science has proved this discovered through their observations and through their proved scientific facts. Now this is an established scientific fact. Now in my whole speech, I have pointed out all the established fact, not the hypothesis, because many of times we know hypothesis takes U-turn. But proved facts are always proved. For example, that earth is spherical, earth is round shaped. This is a proved fact, this can never be changed. So similarly, in the same context, the scientists have discovered the creation of the fact through Big Bang theory. As I told you in my talk, that the verse which describes about the Big Bang theory in the glorious Quran is exactly referring towards to the theory of the Big Bang, since the Big Bang is an established scientific fact. But here we have not to take science to check that whether Quran is right or wrong. We have to take the Quran as an origin to check, in fact to check the science. Because there is not a single verse, there is not a single word that has a mistake with the Quran, whether logical, scientific or in any aspect. That Quran is very logical and it is very scientific, so there is not a mistake. But since the scientists have also discovered the established fact and the Quran is also describing the same, so it is certainly a true fact. Thank you.
Okay, another question. What is shrinking of earth? I don't understand. Please tell me.
Yeah, sure. Well, sister, the shrinking of the earth is this, that the volume of the earth, their size is getting smaller. Continuously it is getting smaller. But scientists were still are unable to get the fact that why it is getting smaller. They have not discovered this thing, but they have discovered this fact that the earth is being shrunk. It is getting smaller. But why it is getting smaller, how is it getting smaller, this no one knows yet. But this has become fact that it is getting smaller. So the simple is this, that the earth is getting smaller and the pressure on the mass which is present in the center of the earth, that is getting compressed. That is not getting smaller, that is getting compressed. Like if you take a ball in your hand and you squeeze it, that will, the volume of the hand will decrease, but not the mass of the ball that is in the center. So same the case is going with the earth. Thank you.
Okay, another question. If your mind, so please.
Sorry?
Is there any ayat which related to science in Quran?
Brother, my whole talk was about science compared.
Any ayat which is related to science.
It's related to science. Well, initially let me tell you first thing that the Quran is not a book of science, S-C-I-E-N-C-E. It is a book of science, S-I-G-N-S. It is giving us science, it is giving us ways, it is giving us like messages, in other words, that it is giving us ways to discover, to research. We can, there is not like a words like this, since this is not a book of science, the modern science of this, we can say, this is not a book of science. This is a book of science, S-I-G-N-S. So we have to take those science and we have to discover through those science and the ways of those. So I have told you the science, S-I-G-N-S, but know that since this is not a book of science, S-C-I-E-N-S. So I hope it's clear to you.
Another question. Please explain the part of Quran which you explained.
Okay. Well, research has shown this thing that the ants are living in communities, like we humans live, like we do work, like we